Hey, this is Dave with Dave Trains, and today I've got another build. It's the Pikestuff Distribution Center. I may wind up using this on my stockyard processing plant build here. So let's open it up, see what it looks like. That is doors and windows. More doors and windows. And looks like the big roll-up doors. And the picture has a train going through that. Looks too small for a train boxcar to go in, but we'll find out. And this must be walls and ceiling. Some more ceiling. And that's the end walls. Right there. Alright. Be good to know. That's a tight fit right there. Yeah. That'll fit. Barely. So I might have to raise this building up just a smidge. Let me try a different boxcar. Alright. This is probably the same size. It just looks bigger. Let's see how that works there. That doesn't go through, so I definitely will have to raise that up just a little. I have to keep that in mind when I build this, when I set it up. Alright, so let's get started here. Let me put this up and we'll get to building. Okay, so I got half the roof done. That went in pretty good. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go put the windows in. Now, one thing I've noticed on the side walls, where they've done this is where you can make smaller or larger buildings, but this one is, as you can see, is warped. And there's really no way to fix that. So, just have to work around it, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and install all the windows instructions aren't too bad, but if you do get this kit, you have to pay attention to, this is how all the trim is done on the sprues, so you have to pay attention to that and read this because it doesn't have step-by-step instructions. So, you know, the roof portion of it's alright, but when you get into doing the walls, so like I said, right now I'm going to go ahead and put all the windows and stuff in, and basically I'm going to go by the completed drawing here. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Okay, well, while I was doing this, I guess my camera cut off, so I don't know how much was seen there. But I've got all my windows and doors in. Just need to do a little sanding, but I'm going to let this dry and then make sure these are sanded, trimmed flush, so there's no problem with them standing there. And then what I'm going to do is put together the other roof, and then we'll finish putting this building together and see how that goes. Alright, we'll go from there. Okay, I got all the windows put in, and looks like they all stayed together. So this this glue I've got here, this Tamiya, works really well with this type of plastic, I guess. So we have the roof line done, and so now we're going to put together the side panels, and you have these little corners that has to go on here. So there, it look like that is a pretty pretty straightforward. Let's do a little test fit here to make sure. Okay, I'll put this, go ahead and put these corners on, and then I can use this little contraption here to hopefully hold that together. But I don't know how that's going to work because I've got things like this in the way. So let's push forward and get this done. So maybe I'll line it up on the lines on this thing. It'll do pretty good. Okay, what I've done, you can't see it, is I've taken, I can't think what this was called. I got it from Micromark, I believe. It has a name on it which I can't read. Okay, so that did pretty good. So now I've got to glue this side on. Careful because I want to make sure. Gosh. Alright, let's make sure this one is good shape also, which seems to be. Alright, so we'll let that dry and give it a few seconds and then come back and do the back half. Hopefully this will pretty good. Alright, I went ahead and finished this up. I had a lot of trouble with my phone. It kept cutting on and off, and so until I edit the video, I'm not sure what's left, if anything. But anyway, this wasn't too bad of a kit. I changed the top up a little bit to raise it up. I believe these were supposed to go on the inside to give it a different slope, but for some reason it just didn't look right. It just did not fit this. And I'm sure that there's something that I did wrong. There's no doubt about it. So the only thing left to do is to paint it. You could probably dull coat this and it would look just fine, because you see a lot of these type of buildings that are blue. But I'm going to paint mine a little bit different color, and I think I do have some clear. After I get that done, I'll put a dull coat on it and probably put some glass in there. I'm not sure if I'll put a light in there. Probably not. But anyway, this build is complete. You can put downspouts on it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to save that. These little pieces right here I might use for a different project. This is a good kit. I like their kits. I think it's the second type kit I've built, and I'd highly recommend them. Anyway, if you enjoy watching this and like to see more, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell icon so you get notified when I have new videos come out. And as I go along building my little train set here, I'll have more build videos. Hopefully they'll get more views and people like them. And like always, please leave a comment. I greatly appreciate them. Anyway, you have a great day, and thank you for watching.